John Belt right back at Eaton High School. The Beatniker starting lineup is brought to you by T.O. Charlie's for a great used car truck. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you at T.O. Charlie's, 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. The Beatnikers will go with their normal starting five. In the backcourt is senior Gregory Maris, along with forward Jeffrey Dunker. Also in the backcourt will be Randy Baker, the sophomore, is listed as a forward. In the middle, Mitch Tormolen, a senior center, and Colby Eaton, the senior, is in the backcourt with Gregory Maris. The Eaton Reds, the starters tonight go like this. They will go with an excellent athlete in Reed Merrick, a 5'9 senior, along with Austin Eckler, a 5'8 junior, Austin Ryer, who's a 6'3 senior, Ryan McIntyre, a 6'1 senior, and Brenton Abbott, a 6'1 junior. The rest is dressed in their whites with the red numerals and lettering. They are coached by Dean Grable, and the Beatnikers coached by Ken Garcia in their road maroons with the white numerals and lettering. The opening tip tonight is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. That's Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. The Beatnikers, as has been the challenge all year, has to contend with height issues. Only Berthoud is a smaller team that we've seen so far to the Patriot League. The Beatnikers really have to battle for those rebounds. And so far, they produced 7 victories against 6 defeats. It'll be Tormolen, jumping center for Brush, Austin Ryer for the Eaton Reds. The first of back-to-back games on 10-10 involving the Beatniker boys. And the opening tip is controlled, batted around into the hands of Gregory Maris. Maris picked up by Eckler at midcourt. Maris, dribbling to his right, picks up the dribble, lobs it towards Tormolen. The ball knocked away by Eckler and stolen by Eckler. First turnover of the game. Comes 15 seconds in. Restolen Dunker. He misses the shot. Rebound. Tormolen banks and misses. The ball is loose on the floor. And Colby Eaton goes for it in the right corner. And it's taken away by Tormolen. Back out to Maris. The three is off the back of the rim. And then Austin Ryer had the rebound taken away by Dunker. Dunker scoops it up and in. Wow. That was a big mess down low by both teams, but the Beatnikers get on the board. So here comes the Eaton Reds with the basketball. It's Ryan McIntyre. Then he threw it away into the hands of Maris. Maris ahead of the field will lay it up and in with a left hand off the glass. Second turnover already for the Eaton Reds. The Beatnikers with an early 4-0 lead, 1 minute in. Calling out the play is Reed Merritt. Merritt at the free throw line. To Abbott, all the way, scoops it up and misses, but he's fouled as he drove right down the middle of the lane. And it looked like he was hit from behind by Randy Baker. So Brenton Abbott to the stripe to shoot 2. And this Reds team's had a fine year. The first free throw's up and well short. Second free throw upcoming for Brenton Abbott of Eaton. And that one is up, and that one's off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped around, and it's taken away by Baker. He had more will on that one than Austin Ryer because Ryer was right there. Into the front court is Maris on the outside right, bounce pass to Tormolen, well beyond the three-point line. Back out to Baker on the outside left to Maris. Down low for Tormolen, ball batted away, picked up by Tormolen, over to Maris. Looking to his right at the top for Baker. Baker in the lane, scoops it up wildly and misses. Rebound to Needham. Needham's looking for an outlet, and did he throw it away or was it off for red? It's going to be off for red out of bounds. Beatnikers retain possession. And to throw it in, it's going to be Maris. Right on the basket. Maris looking, still looking, and he threw it towards Dunker. It's going to go in the backcourt out of bounds, and that's going to be a Beatniker turnover. The second by the Beatnikers. Brush up 4-0, but no flow to the game so far. We've played a minute 38, and both teams have committed 2 turnovers. And to throw it in will be Austin Ryer. And Austin Eckler will bring it into the front court for the Reds. Eckler calling out the play, dribbling towards the high right. At the top for Abbott. On the outside right for Eckler, dribbles to his right, picked up by Merritt, looking down low. That's defeated up top for Merritt. Merritt, double team, now taken over there by Gregory Maris. On the outside right to Eckler, looking down low for McIntyre. Can't find him, back out to Ryer. Beetdigger's in a 2-3 right now. On the outside left to Merritt, who retreats towards the timeline, and Eaton is going to be extremely patient on offense. Down low for McIntyre, back out to Merritt, fakes the three on the outside right to Eckler. Eckler now picked up by Maris. Back near the timeline to Merritt. Merritt to the high right to Eckler. Eckler picked up by Baker. Eckler retreating in the right corner to Abbott. Bounce pass down low for McIntyre. Feeds Eckler. Scoops it up off the glass. No good. And the rebound by McIntyre goes back up and he's fouled as he misses. Strong move there by Ryan McIntyre. He will go to the line. Beetdigger foul was committed by Randy Baker. That's his second. So Baker might find an early seat. The free throw is in by Ryan McIntyre. The Beetdigger lead is 4-1. Here comes Vince Albo into the game, replacing Randy Baker. So Albo will get heavy minutes with Baker in foul trouble. At least that's what you would anticipate, because he's an excellent defender, and the Beetdiggers are looking solid defensively so far. Second free throw to be attempted by McIntyre. And that one is up and off the back of the rim. McIntyre gets his own rebound, dribbles, scoops it back out, and Abbott traveled. Third turnover for the Reds. That's why the Beetdiggers have got to take advantage right now, because Eaton is obviously very off early. The Beetdiggers scored their first 4 points in the opening minute. We've got 5:13 to go. Jump pass Dunker on the outside right to Needham. Poked it bounce by Ryer. Beetdiggers retain possession. They'll throw it in three-quarters court, and Needham's to trigger it in. Over to Dunker. Dunker with the basketball. Towards the top, bounce pass on the outside left for Maris against Eckler. Maris gets a pick from Tormolen. Spinning to his left. Back out to his right to Dunker. Penetrating right baseline. Jump pass to Needham. Wide open three is up and good for Colby Needham, who drills the triple. The Beetdiggers now lead 7-1. 4:50 to go in the opening quarter. Ryer with the basketball. Back out to Merritt. Merritt against Albo. Back near the timeline to Eckler. Eckler with the basketball against Gregory Mares. Beyond the three-point line in the right corner for Abbott. Lobs it down low for McIntyre. Double team. Dribbles, turn, shoots. Blocked by Tormolen. Tormolen comes away with the basketball, looking for an outlet. Finds Dunker. Dunker, baseball pass into the front court to Mares. Over to Dunker, middle of the lane. Scoops it off around, and no good. It's spun out. Rebound to Austin Ryer, his second board. Ryer with the outlet to Merritt. Merritt across midcourt towards the top of the key. Cut off by Mares. Now pulls up 15-footer. Is going to be an air ball, and trying to save it in. It's Ryer, and he throws it away. Didn't actually throw it away. He batted it out of bounds. It will be Beetdigger basketball, leading 7-1 with 4:13 to go in the opening quarter from Eaton. Maris with the basketball, picked up by Eckler in the backcourt. Has to get it across the timeline. Finds Albo, and Albo's pass is tipped away, stolen by Abbott. Abbott all the way is going to put it up and in. Beetdiggers commit their third turnover. Britton Abbott has the first point, and now we've got a timeout called by Ken Garcia. Beetdiggers did a bad job of trying to break the press. So it's a 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days at Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland. Brush with a 7-3 lead. And looking very good defensively, but their issue a week and a half ago was more offensive than it was defensive when they only scored 40 points. Beetdigger basketball. Bryce Needham's now into the game. Out there with Vince Albo, Colby Needham, Mitch Tormolen, and Gregory Mares. Starting five is still out there for Eaton. And the Reds will apply the press. Maris to throw it into Needham. Back out to Maris underneath his own basket to Needham. Needham's looking into the front court to Tormolen along the baseline. Tormolen double team. Bounce pass to Needham. Over to Tormolen. Tormolen cross court to Maris. Right corner Needens. Wide open three by Bryce. Good. For Bryce Needens, he drills the triple. The Beatniggers have a triple for Bryce and Colby Needens. They lead 10-3, 3.5 to go, and Britton Abbott shoots and scores from 15 feet away and is fouled by Maris. He drew the contact, and that's a rare attempt at a three-point play from that distance. But Abbott will go to the line. Maris with his first foul. Abbott with 4 early points. And the free throw is up and around and good. The Beatniggers lead the Reds 10-6, 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. Maris with the basketball, still in the backcourt to Needens. Needens over to Maris. Beatniggers are still not even close to the midcourt. Now to Albo, front court to Needens. Back out to Bryce Needens. Bryce at the top, dribbles. Back out of the outside left to Maris with a chest pass. Maris looking between his legs, maintaining the dribble on the outside right to Bryce Needens. Needens into the lane, jump pass down low off the hands of Tormolen, out of bounds. The Beatniggers turn it over for a fourth time. And the Reds will make their first substitution. Brock Needens will check into the game for Ryan McIntyre. So the Reds can draw to within 2 or 1 with a three-pointer. Eckler across the timeline for Eaton. Cross court to Merritt. Merritt to the high left to Ryer. Ryer looking down low. Near the top, taken over there by Abbott. Outside right, Merritt. Wide open three. Yes. For Reed Merritt. And now Eaton's on a 6-0 run. Brush 10, Eaton 9. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Bryce Needens. Back out to Albo, still in the back court. Albo is pressured into the front court to Colby Needens in the right corner. Back out to Tormolen. Bounce pass to Albo, right of the lane. Albo maintains the dribble. Right corner, Bryce Needens 3, and that's Smith making Colby. And the rebound is controlled over there by Britton Abbott of Eaton. The Reds quickly into the front court. The ball is kicked by Colby Needens. Eaton retains possession. 2:19 to go in the first. Brush 10, Eaton 9. Your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs, is Morgan Federal Bank, 321 Inside Street. Morgan Federal Bank, there's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Brock Needens to throw it in. As more substitutions are made, this Eaton team is very deep. Jake Nelson into the game. Back out to Merritt, now to Nelson. Nelson with the basketball on the high left, looking down low, cross court to Merritt. Merritt fakes a three, steps to his left, maintains the dribble against Gregory Mares, spins, bounce pass to Nelson. And Keenan Hall also out there. Hall now on the left baseline against Tormolen, scoops it down low for Abbott, and Abbott went up and down with the ball. It's going to be called a jump ball, but possession now is pointing in the direction of the Reds. Went up and down while the ball was being blocked there by Tormolen. And another substitution already, and that's Stephen Babb into the game for the Reds. Bounce pass inside, knocked away, but it's taken away by the Reds. Near the timeline, Nelson with the basketball. Minute 48 to go, first quarter. Brush 10, Eaton 9. Nelson on the outside right, looking down low. Bounces it inside to Abbott. Lost the basketball, poked away, loosened the floor, knocked it out of bounds, but it's off Vince Albo Brush, and the Reds retain possession. This first quarter at times has been sloppy. We've got two good teams out here, but we do have 7 turnovers and 19 points so far. With the basketball is Nelson from the inbounds pass. Nelson on the outside right against Mares. Bounce pass in the right corner for Brock Needens. Dribbles to his left, back out to Nelson at the top of the key. On the outside left, long three in the air by Babb is well short. And the rebound on one bounce to Vince Albo. The outlet to Mares. A minute 19 to go in the first. Beatniggers lead by 1. Maris to the outside left elbow. Wide open three is up, and that is well short. And the rebound is controlled by Keenan Hall. Hall with the basketball by himself across the timeline to the high right to Abbott. At the top for Nelson. He'll take a parking lot three off the back of the rim. Mitch Tormolen goes high for the rebound, and that's his third board of the game. On the outlet to Bryce Needens, 57 seconds remaining. Needens' bounce pass is kicked out of bounds by Brock Needens. Beatnicker basketball with 55.8 seconds remaining. Eaton is still on a 6-0 run off of a three-point basket and a three-point play. Maris to trigger it into the right of the basket. Maris still looking. Nobody's getting free. Left of the lane to Colby Needens. He's fouled off the entry pass, and he's fouled by Stephen Babb. Babb's first foul. Beatniggers inbounds. Albo with the basketball at the top. Bryce Needens, three in the air, is off to the left. And the rebound is controlled by Brock Needens. The Reds can take the lead. 43 seconds to go in the first. Nelson in the front court. At the free throw line, jump passes. Knocked out of bounds by Albo, intended for Rob Anders. They played about 11 guys already in this opening quarter. Eaton is a very deep team. And to throw it in will be Brock Needens. Needens on the outside, left to Babb. Three in the air, is off the back of the rim, and we got a push-off. It looked like Rob Anders pushed off down low for Eaton. The Reds have committed their second foul of the game. The Beat Diggers have 3 team fouls, 37 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And Brush is holding on to a 10-9 lead. Needens in the backcourt. Over to Mares. The Beat Diggers are being pressured, so they're taking their time getting it across midcourt. Needens front court pass to Mares on the outside left. Mares cross court to Needens. On the high right to Bryce Needens. 20 seconds to go. Colby Needens fakes the three outside left to Vince Albo. Albo left of the lane, picks up his dribble. Free throw line for Tormolin. Straight away to Mares. Mares with 10 seconds to go. Dribbling right baseline. Picks up the dribble. Cut off at the top for Albo. Down low for Tormolin. Gets a defender in the air. Banks and misses an easy shot. And then the rebound is controlled by the Reds. That will be the end of the opening quarter as the rebound was taken away by Rob Anders. With the score, Brush 10, Eaton 9. This is 10-10 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Eaton High School. The Beat Diggers with a 10-9 lead as we go to the second quarter. Bryce Needens, Gregory Mares, along with Mitch Tormolin, Colby Needens, and Vince Albo for Brush. It's Jake Nelson out there for the Reds, along with Brock Needens, Rob Anders. Let's see if we get a couple of uniforms to turn around as that ball is poked out of bounds. Keenan Hall is also out there. And Stephen Babb, that's the 5 for the Reds. Virtually every one of those comes off the bench. Mares with the basketball. On the outside right to Albo. Albo dribbling to his left, trying to scoop it over to Tormolin. Ball knocked away. And the Beat Diggers have their 5th turnover of the game. Nelson with the basketball. Outside right to Brock Needens. Fakes the three, penetrates, jump pass down low, intercepted by Colby Needens. The Reds turn it over. Here's Gregory Mares with a 2-on-2. Bounce pass to Albo. Lays it up. Here's Albo ran the floor beautifully right down the middle, and he scores off the glass. And the Beat Diggers now lead 12-9. 7:18 to go second quarter. The Beat Diggers looking for the big win. The Reds go into this game with a 6-1 league record, 12-3 overall. Beat Diggers are 3-3 in Patriot League play, 7-6 on the season. 3 in the corner is good by Stephen Babb. He nails the triple, and the game is deadlocked at 12. Long baseball pass, right corner for Albo, penetrates all the way, scoops it up around, and goes! Albo's fouled as he scored just off to the right of the basket. He'll go to the line. Albo scored the last 4 points. There were 2 Eaton defenders there, but Keenan Hall, a much taller player, commits the foul. Albo to shoot one. The Beat Diggers are back on top, 14-12. The senior says, shoots, scores, nothing but string. Brush 15, Eaton 12, 6:55 to go second quarter. Into the front court is Jake Nelson for the Reds. Near the top to Babb. Babb on the outside right to Nelson, picked up by Dunker, dribbling to his left. Bounce pass to Babb against Colby Needens. On the outside right to Nelson, dribbling at the free throw line. 15-footer is around and no good. Mitch Tormolin grabs his 4th rebound. On the outlet to Dunker. Beat Diggers want to run the floor. Dunker at the top. Spinning at the free throw line. Outside right to Colby Needens. Steps to his left. The 3 is up and off the back of the rim and no good. And the rebound is one-handed by Jake Nelson of Eaton. Nelson with the basketball, looking for an outlet. Finds Stephen Babb. Babb with the basketball. The outside right dribbles into the lane. Jump pass is poked away by Needens. Taken away by the Reds. Down low is Hall. Looked like he traveled, and that is the violation called by the official. 5 turnovers for both teams. Well, it's tough to keep the score here for the Reds. They've got 15 players on this roster, and virtually every one of them has played so far. Into the game is Britton Abbott, who's got 5 early points. Beat Diggers being pressured. Tormolin to Dunker underneath his own basket. 6:08 to go in the first half. Brush 15, Eaton 12. Tormolin front court pass to Mares. Picked up by Stephen Babb. Now to Dunker. Dunker at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Albo, right baseline. Puts it up and scores. 8 feet away. Vince Albo on the right baseline. He's got 7 points all in the quarter. He's got 7 points in just over 2 minutes. Beat Diggers 17, the Reds 12. 5:45 to go before the break. Needens, free throw line, McIntyre, 15-footer off to the left, and Vince Albo grabs the Beat Digger rebound as second. Outlet to Tormolin, back out to Dunker. Beat Diggers looking to extend a 5-point lead. Left corner, Bryce Needon scores second. That's Colby. Colby hits the two-pointer just inside the three-point line, and the Beat Diggers now on a 7-0 run, leading 19-12. Outside right, Babb will take the three, in and out, and the ball is loose, and we have a foul as it was eventually grabbed by Britton Abbott. Let's see which Beat Digger committed the foul. It was Vince Albo with a push. That's his first foul, and Brock Needus to throw it in. Beat Diggers holding a 7-point lead. On the outside for the basketball, penetrating. Nelson pulls up from 10. It's around and no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Mitch Torbolin. That's his fifth board. The outlet to Mares. The Beat Diggers with a three can take a 10-point lead. On the outside right, Vince Alba with the basketball. At the top for Dunker. Dunker looking down low. Dribbles to his left at the free throw line in the lane. Spins right corner for Mares. Mares against Nelson. Nelson right baseline toward Mullen. Over to Dunker who cuts, bangs, and misses. And the rebound is controlled over there by Britton Abbott, his third board. All the way, scooping it up and in is Brock Needens. He just got the outlet pass and went all the way for the bucket. Rush 19, Eaton 14, 4:38 to go, second quarter. Albo into the front court, the outside left for Needens. At the free throw line, back out to Albo. Albo on the high right with the basketball. Gets a pick from Mares, maintaining the dribble. Jump pass down low for Dunker. Dunker inside to Tormolin, right through his hands, but retrieved by Albo near midcourt. Over to Colby Needens on the high left. Needens with the basketball. Overhead pass at the top for Maris. Maris with 4:15 to go in the first. Brush 19, Eaton 14. Albo on the high right against Britton Abbott. Dribbles to his left. Maintaining the dribble. Cross court, left corner pass. Colby Needens, three in the air. Is off the back of the rim. And the ball is tipped into the hands of a red. Here is Brock Needens, left of the lane. Bounce pass down low. Scooped up and in. Brock Needens threw it on the bounce pass to Britton Abbott, who scores. Abbott now has 7. And the Beat Digger lead is down to 3, 19-16. 3:49 to go, second quarter. Vince Apple with the basketball on the high right. At the top for Maris. Maris looking to his right to Colby Needens. Wide open three. Oh, for Colby Needens. He drills a triple. His second of the game. Colby Needens has 8. He takes over the scoring lead with Vince Apple right behind him with 7. Rush 22, Eaton 16. 3:29 to go, second quarter. Good game going on from Eaton High School. The Beat Diggers looking for a big win. They've lost 2 in a row. Jake Nelson, 3 in the air. That is around and go. Boy, that got a shooter's roll. That ball hung on the rim for a while, but Nelson scores. It's a 3-point game once again. Albo in the right corner. Down low for Tormolin. Double team. Kicks it left wing. Needens 3. And that's off the back of the rim. Rebound Tormolin in the lane. Feeds Dunker. Dribbles. And Dunker is called for 3 seconds. That's a good call. Yeah, Jeffrey didn't know whether to pass it or shoot it. The hesitation caused the call, and Albo's going to take a well-deserved rest. Randy Baker's back in with 2 fouls. We've got 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Brush 22. Eaton 19. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer, Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa and Fort Morgan. Reed Merritt and Austin Eckler back in. Merritt at the free throw line. Outside to Eckler. 3 in the air. Is off the back of the rim. Randy Baker grabs the rebound for Brush. Baker with the basketball. Front court pass to Dunker. Dunker at the free throw line. Scoops it down low toward Mullen. Ball knocked away by Eckler. It's loose and it's out of bounds. It'll be Beat Digger basketball. With the Beat Diggers holding a 3-point lead in a quick-moving first half. With only 7 fouls combined. We've got 2:37 to go. Gregory Harris to throw it in. Harris looking down low. Dunker banks and misses. He's fouled. Boy, nice cut to the basket by Dunker. He will go to the line. The foul was committed by Britton Abbott. Dunker has 2 points in the game. The free throw is up and in for Jeffrey Dunker. Beat Diggers back up to a 4-point lead. Brush is led by 7 on 2 occasions, 10-3 and 19-12. Second free throw by the sophomore is up, and that is in and out. And the rebound is controlled by the Reds. And Ryan McIntyre. Eckler into the front court on the high right, picked up by Gregory Mares, well beyond the 3-point line. Now retreating towards the timeline. Bounce pass to the free throw line, McIntyre. Bounce pass down low, knocked away by Dunker. Intercepted by Colby Needens. Needens bounce pass to Baker in the front court. Baker with 2:15 to go. Dribbling to his left on the left baseline. Double team has to kick it back out to Tord Mullen at the free throw line. Now near the timeline to Gregory Mares. Maris to his left against Austin Eckler. Bounce pass intended for Baker, but he was cutting one way. It's intercepted by Britton Abbott. Abbott to Ryer. Banks scores and a foul on the Beat Diggers. Ryer to the line, and the foul was committed by Gregory Maris. That'll be his second. So Austin Ryer can make this a one-point game with 1:59 to go in the opening half. At 1305 Edison Street in Brush, CNC Auto Parts is your local Napa Auto Parts store, and the free throw is in by Ryer. Jake Nelson back into the game for Ryan McIntyre. It's Baker, Dunker, Maris, Colby Needens, and Mitch Tormolin for Brush. Baker throws it into the backcourt to Maris, pressured by Eckler out there with Ryer, Jake Nelson, Britton Abbott, and Reed Merritt. Maris looked like he dribbled the ball off his foot, but he picks it up in the backcourt. Now to Baker. Baker across the timeline on the outside right, spinning on Ryer at the free throw line. 15-foot rainbow is off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Britton Abbott, his fourth rebound. Abbott to Nelson. Nelson on the outside left to Merritt. Fakes the three, guarded by Needens. And now the Reds will slow it down. At the free throw line, here's Abbott, and his shot was blocked by Baker, but it looked like he got off ball, and even Baker is wondering how that foul was called, but going to the line is going to be Britton Abbott. And Baker commits his third foul. Well, that call was very questionable, but nonetheless, Britton Abbott will shoot two. He could tie the game with a made free throw and does not. It's off the back of the rim. Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan. Second free throw to be attempted by Ryan McIntyre is in. And the game is deadlocked. But check that was Abbott, not McIntyre. Game is now deadlocked at 23. Dunker into the front court at the top, dribbling to his left of the lane, on the left baseline, scoops it up. What a move! Looked like there was contact, but no call. Dunker scores. He's got 5 in the game. Brush 25, Eaton 23. Three-pointer, left corner, good. Britton Abbott was left open, and he scored. Abbott at 6 in the quarter, 11 in the game. The Reds back up by 1. Bryce Eaton spinning, scoring, and missing off to the left. Rebound Tormolin. He banks his goal, but he's fouled. This team is up and down the floor. Tormolin to the line, and he will shoot one. It looked like it was Austin Ryer committing the foul, and it was for the Reds. Tormolin has 7 rebounds. That bucket was his first bucket of the game. The free throw by the junior is up and in. The Bay Diggers were down by 1. Now they're up by 2. 28-26. 54 seconds to go in the opening half. They played a solid first half so far against a team that is 12-3 and whose only league loss is to 15-1 Valley. Here's Abbott right in the lane, pulls up from 10, and that's around no good. Mitch Tormolin grabs his 8th rebound, and then a foul in the backcourt. Looked like the ball was thrown to Needens, and it was on the outlet, but Needens was bumped by Reed Merritt. That'll be the 16th foul. The Beat Diggers also have 6 fouls. 40.5 seconds to go in the backcourt. Along the sideline, Bryce Needens throws it in to Gregory Maris. With the Beat Diggers up by 2. Maris across midcourt, picks up the dribble, stripped by Eckler. Maris picks it back up. Jump pass to Tormolin, 5-on-4. Left corner, Bryce Needens fakes the 3, steps to his right. At the top for Dunker, 24 seconds to go. Dunker spinning on Nelson. At the top, retreats towards the timeline. Dunker picks up the dribble, bumped by Nelson, no call. Overhead pass to Tormolin against Ryer. Cross court to Maris, 13 seconds remaining in the opening half. To Bryce Needens at the top with 9. Needens with 7, dribbles into the lane, scoops it up, and a blocking foul as he misses. Reed Merritt did not have position. Bryce Needens will go to the stripe. Merritt commits his second foul, and Bryce Needens to the line. A nice move by Bryce Needens. Not an easy move for him, but he was able to make it. And the shot is up and in on the free throw for the sophomore. Needens to shoot again with an even 6 seconds remaining in the opening half. That's in the air, and that one is in as well. Needens with 5 points. The Beat Diggers now lead 30-26. Vince Albo into the game. The Beat Diggers now have their better defensive team out there with Albo, Maris, Dunker, Tormolin, and Bryce Needens. at midcourt. Abbott with the basketball with 2. Goes the jump pass, poked out of bounds by Tormolen, and that's going to be the end of the opening half. He actually saved it in to Bryce Eaton, so that goes as a turnover, forcing Eaton's 7th turnover of the opening half. With the score, Frosh 30, Eaton 26. We are at the break. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.